Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to Hotfire MTG. We're doing Sealed Theros Beyond Death in MTG Arena. This is my first time actually doing a sealed event in Arena, and first time trying out Theros Beyond Death. So this is super exciting. So stick with me and let's learn a thing or two. So let's get right into this. Are you sure you want to purchase this item? I am, thank you. So open 6 packs to craft your sealed deck. Let's do this. Let's open them. I guess we open them all at once, or is it one at a time? So first pack. Okay, so it shows you the rares. So we've got a Labyrinth of Scophos. Probably not going to play that. Perforos Intervention. So I don't know the rares super well. I spend a lot of time reviewing the commons and uncommons. So Perforos, create an X1 red elemental creature token with trample and haste, sacrifice it, or deals twice X damage to target creature or planeswalker. Pretty good red spell with some flexibility. It's removal, or it creates a big creature to potentially just win you the game. Mantle of the Wolf, creature gets +4/+4, is put into a graveyard from the battlefield, create 2. That's really good. That is a really good card in green. And so is this Nessian Boar. All creatures able to attack it do so. When it becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller draws a card. All creatures able to block it do. Whenever it becomes blocked by a creature, that creature's controller draws a card. So potentially draws your opponent's cards, but I mean, it's a 10/6 for 5. We've also got a Temple of Deceit here and an Ephemia the Cacophony. At the beginning of your end step, you may exile an enchantment card from your graveyard. If you do, create a 2/2 black zombie creature. So obviously that wants you to maybe mill stuff to your graveyard or get a bunch of enchantments that end up in your graveyard. I really like how green looks here. Those are two just bombs in green. Honestly, Mantle of the Wolf, that's extremely good, and so is the Boar, I think. So let's continue on here and see what else we got. Like I said, this is the first time I've done a sealed in Arena, so it looks like, okay, so it's just like after you draft, you got your pool of cards here and you assemble your deck on the right hand side here. So what do we have in white? This is all our white cards. White looks pretty dry. Banishing Light is a good removal though, and Reverent Hoplite, pretty good if you're gonna do like the aggressive maybe Boros tokens, because there's some cards, the heroes in the set, that just if you target them, all your creatures get +1/+0, and there's ways to create a lot of tokens. Triumphant Surge is also pretty good removal, because in this set with a lot of enchantments, you are often going to have creatures that end up with power 4 or greater because they've been enchanted. Sunmade Pegasus is not bad if you get an enchantment on that. Giving it Vigilance and Lifelink can be pretty good. Heliod's Pilgrim, I have 2 of those. That's not bad. Search your library for an aura. White looks... Oh, we've also got a Flicker of Fate, which I think you could do some interesting things with. And Sentinel's Eyes, if you've got ways to pitch stuff to your yard. The cost is fairly cheap. Exile 2 other cards from your graveyard. So this is something you could potentially do fairly easily over and over again. And Transcendent Envoy, again, just another Aura's Matter card in white. There's a lot of those. So white looks like I don't have a lot of white, but there's some good cards here. In blue, we've got 3 copies of Chain to Memory, which is decent. Instant speed, -4/-0 till end of turn, and you get to scry 2 for 1. I like it. We've also got a Medomi's Prophecy, which is a card I'm interested to try. I mean, it's really good value. Scry 2, and then later draw 2 cards, assuming nothing goes horribly wrong in between. That's exceptional value for 2 mana. Omen of the Sea, really good. The Riptide Turtle, if you obviously in, say, a blue-red and an Is It Flash, Is It cast stuff on your opponent's turn kind of deck, really good. Starlit Mantle with Flash again, so Flash matters, especially if you're playing Izzet. Deny the Divine. Good that it exiles cards. Counter target creature or enchantment for 3, not bad. The Ichthyomorphosis is a pretty good shutdown card. Naiad of Hidden Coves, again, casting stuff on your opponent's turn gets cheaper. So blue looks pretty good. Blue definitely looks stronger than my white pool. Thirst for Meaning is a very, very good card at common. And I don't mind the Vexing Gull. And One with the Stars is a way, if your opponent plays, say, one of the gods that isn't a creature until your devotion is a certain amount, that just shuts it down before it becomes a creature, which is why I think it says enchant creature or enchantment, because you can enchant the gods before they actually become a creature and prevent it from becoming a creature later on. Unfortunately, it still stays on the board, and they still get the benefits of having it as an enchantment, but it prevents it from becoming a creature. So then they would need to then bounce it back to their hand or remove your enchantment to be able to recast it and or to get it to become a creature. Blue looks pretty good here, and we've also got 2 copies of Witness of Tomorrow, which is pretty solid. I like that. I like that card. 3/4 flyer for 5 ain't bad. So black. Cling to Dust, exile card from graveyard. If it was creature, gain 3 life. Okay, not bad. Has Escape. Grim Physician, not bad. I have 4 copies of Grim Physician. When it dies, target creature and opponent controls gets -1/-1 till end of turn, so it potentially trades with a 2 toughness creature, which isn't bad. Mogus's Favor, +2/+1, you can escape it. An Agonizing Remorse. Any non-land card, not bad. Exile that card, lose 1 life. And of course, we've got the Ephemia. Discordant Piper gets you a jump blocker after it dies for 2, not terrible. Sacrifice a creature. Each opponent loses 1 life. You gain 1 life. I'm not super high on that card. Maybe if you've got a way to create a ton of tokens, okay. Temple Thief can't be blocked by enchanted creatures or enchantment creatures. And Inevitable End, I played with that during the early event they had in Arena for Theros, where they had some of the Theros cards and they had the Black Lotus and whatnot. It's not bad. It's going to remove 1 creature, but often you're only going to get 1 because they're just going to sack the creature that you put it on, most likely. We've also got Minions Return, not bad. When a enchanted creature dies, return to the battlefield under your control. I like that. Lets you just protect one of your best creatures. Farika's Libation. Target opponent sacks creature. Target opponent sacks an enchantment. Okay. Scavenging Harpy. There's a battlefield. Exile a card from a graveyard. And again, more sacking a creature in black. Okay. Red. Satyr's Cunning. Create a token with this creature can't block, and you can escape it and do it over again. Incendiary Oracle. If creature dealt damage by Incendiary would die, exiled instead. Okay. Deals 2 damage to any target. Omen of the Forge. Omen of the Forge is pretty good. 2 damage for 2 is okay, but it's got flash, and later you can scry with it. 4 copies of Oread of Mountain's Blaze, which lets you discard a card and draw a card. That's not bad. Oh no, sorry, 3 copies. Still, that's solid. That's a solid number. Yeah, just seeing if I missed any extra copies of anything. I like the 4 of Grim Physician. Thrill of Possibility. Yeah, discard 2 cards, draw. Or just discard a card, draw 2 cards. And Impending Doom, solid enchantment aura. Attacks each combat of Fable, but I mean, you get that on a big creature, especially if you could maybe give it hexproof somehow also. Deals 3 damage to that creature's controller too when enchanted creature dies. So decent. What else we got in red here? Irreverent Revelers. Gee, that's a mouthful. Destroy target artifact or give it haste. Okay. We got the Stampede Rider. Again, there's the bunch of cards where creatures with power 4 or greater matter in this set, so that would be one of the payoffs for that. Whenever you cast your first spell during an opponent's turn, so again, that's is it Flash wants to have that. Skophos Maze Warden. Pay 1, give it +1/-1. Whenever another creature becomes the target of an ability of a land you control, so that's not going to happen very often. Heroes of the Revel, so this is one of those. It gets you a creature with power 4 or greater, which some decks want, and you create a token when it enters the battlefield. And when you cast a spell that targets it, creatures you control get +1/+0. So that's one of those. If you have a bunch of ways to create tokens, which I think white also has, but I don't see a lot. Reverent Hoplite actually is a way to create potentially a whole bunch, but devotion to white's not going to be high. We don't have a lot of white cards here, so I don't think we're going to be in a Boros tokens deck, just based on what I'm seeing here. And we've got Skophos War Leader. Sack another creature or enchantment, gets +1, so yeah. And the Dream Shaper Shaman, you may sack a non-land permanent. If you do, reveal cards at the top of your library to reveal a non-land permanent. Put it on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. That's pretty decent. At the beginning of your end step, you could do that at your end step every time. And you look at the top, you just reveal cards until you reveal a non-land permanent, and you put that onto the battlefield. That's quite a good card, actually. 6 for 5/4 isn't amazing, but the fact that you can do that at your end step, at every end step, all of your end steps, I should say, that's pretty good. Got 2 Moss Vipers. I like that. 1/1 Death Touch, always pretty good. Elysian Caryatid potentially lets you splash, add 1 mana of any color, and cares about having creatures with power 4 or greater. You add 2 instead. Decent. Can help you ramp. It's otherwise though it's a 2 for a 1/1, but we've got 2 copies of that. We got Warbriar Blessing. When Warbriar Blessing enters the battlefield, target enchanted creature fights up to 1 creature you don't control. That's not bad. Decent removal spell there. Loathsome Chimera. This you want to escape it, because otherwise it's just blah. But 5 and exile 3 is very, very doable, even if you're not pitching stuff to your graveyard. And we already saw Mantle of the Wolf, fantastic card. Nylea's Huntmaster enters the battlefield. Target creature you control gets +X until end of turn, where X is your devotion to green. Pretty solid. I think Nessian Boar is the only 2 green in its casting cost card we have. Staggering Light's really, really good. Nylea's Forerunner. Wow, we've got 2 of those. Other creatures you control have trample. That would be just bomb with the Nessian Boar. Yeah, that's sweet. I really want to play green here. We don't have a ton of green cards, but I think we've got enough that we could make it work. With what color, I'm not sure yet. Let's look at the signpost on commons. So we've got the Mischievous Chimera. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, so that's the Flash, lots of instants matter deck. And here are the Nyxborn, so this is where you want to create tokens and then buff them in Boros. Good card. And we've got Siona, Captain of the Pyleus. Look at the top 7 cards of your library. Reveal an aura from among them, put it into your hand, put the rest in the bottom of your library in a random order. Whenever an aura you control becomes attached to a creature you control, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Okay. We've got an Entrancing Liar. You may choose not to untap it. So this is going into my deck, guaranteed. This just lets you keep something tapped down for as long as you want. Tap target creature with power X or less, so it's flexible. It doesn't untap during its controller's untap step for as long as you control it. So, I mean, you can tap down a cheap creature or a lower power creature early on, and then later if you want to switch it to a big creature, just a phenomenal card. That's going into my deck regardless of what we play, 100%, because there's not much. I think there's only one artifact removal card in this set that I can think of off the top of my head, though there are ways to just exile permanents, I believe, with like the Banishing Light. Yeah, non-land permanents. So that would be a way to get rid of it. So I really like green because we've got some bombs in green. They're expensive, but we've got ways to get there. We've got 2 of the Elysian Caryatids, which could help ramp, and potentially pair it with red to have as this wants creatures with power 4 or greater. There are creatures obviously in red. We've got a few that have power 4 or greater. I like green just because those 2 cards, Mantle of the Wolf and Nessian Boar, like that's, and 3 copies of Nylea's Huntmaster is also pretty good. Yeah, that is really, really good. That's a really good 4 drop. Gets you 4/3. Again, it helps with anything that wants you to have a creature with power 4 or greater. I wonder if we could pair with white to play Siona. Reveal an aura, and whenever an aura becomes attached to a creature you control, when Siona enters the battlefield, look at the top 7. So that's pretty good. Obviously, you want a few auras to play that. The Mantle of the Wolf's an aura. The Warbriar Blessing is an aura. Those are the only 2 really in green. None in red here. No auras in red. No, we got Impending Doom. Impending Doom is a good one. I'm really liking how Gruul looks. I'm just going to take another look at... I also like blue. I think blue and green do pair pretty well. I didn't see a single Constellation card. Like, did I not get one single card with Constellation? That just occurred to me. That's insane. I have nothing with Constellation. That's crazy. Because there's a fair bit of Constellation in this set, and I did not get a single one. Okay. I like how Gruul looks. I also like potentially having going blue-green. There's some really good cards in blue here that lets you draw cards. Omen of the Sea, Scry 2, draw a card. Metamized Prophecy lets you draw a card. We've got Starlit Mantle's a solid playable. Thirst for Meaning lets you draw a bunch of cards. We've got some flyers. One with the Stars, like I said, shuts down gods. Ichthyomorphosis is a good shutdown card. Yeah, I think it's arguably better than our red. Really, Omen of Forge is a small removal spell. Aureate of Mountain's Blaze is pretty good. Lets you dig a bit. Just seeing, like, do we have any other removal? Perforos Intervention is decent removal. And I like the Dream Shaper Shaman a lot. Until you reveal a non-land permanent, put it on the battlefield. And you can do that at your end step. Like every time if you have 3 mana. Just reveal the top cards of your library until you reveal a non-land permanent. Put it on the battlefield and the rest on the bottom of your library. So it's not even like they have to go to your graveyard. So you're not at risk of milling yourself with that. That is a crazy good card. And I want to play it. But I think blue just pairs way better with green here. So let's start. I think we play 2 copies of Moss Viper, probably. Warbriar Blessing. Sorry, I'm jumping ahead here. The Elysian Caryatid. I think we probably play 2 of those to help us ramp. up to these big green creatures. So that's not a lot of power early on, but the Moss Viper just helps shut down any early aggression from our opponents. Warbriar Blessing, yeah, you got to play that. That's basically removal. Loathsome Chimera. I keep saying Chimeria. I don't love it. I don't know. We'll see how we end up in the 3-drop slot. We're obviously going to play Mantle of the Wolf. I feel like we have to play at minimum 2, maybe even 3 Hunt Masters. That's really, really good. How many creatures does that get us to now? 6. Let's start with 2. We're going to play the Boar. We're going to play the Forerunner. So that gets us to 8 creatures. What do we got in blue? The Riptide Turtle, I don't love in this deck, but it is a great early defender that can buy us time to get our big creatures out. I don't know if I love it. I think we play Omen of the Sea, great card. How many non-creatures are we up to? 4. I like Metamize Prophecy too, but there's a lot of other cards here that, like Ichthyomorphosis, just shuts something down. We're going to play that. Do we play Starlit Mantle? Give something hexproof. It has flash, so it's a way to save one of our big bomb creatures, which I like. I just got to look at my curve here. Need cheaper stuff. We need some cheaper creatures. And the Riptide Turtle is a 2-drop creature, which I like right now. We've got the Caryatid, and that is it. Just 2 Caryatids in the 2-drop slot. I'm just looking at what I have in other colors to see. This looks a little tough. 3 2-drops. Like I said, I do like how Gruul looks. Still considering that, I think this would allow me to get a nice curve paired with green. Nice curve. Blue's just got some really good cards though. You know, just a bunch of pseudo removal, and I like it. With 3 copies of Chain to Memory too. Chain to Memory is a 1-drop also. It's an instant. It lets you scry 2. -4/-0 until end of turn. It's instant speed. That just blanks a bunch of stuff. How many non-creatures? We're at 5, so what do we have here? Omen of the Sea. And pay 2, scry 2, draw a card. Yeah, we have to keep that. I like the Warbriar's Blessing. I like the Ichthyomorphosis. The Enchanting Lyre is also really, really good. Mantle of Wolf we have to keep, which also basically creates you creatures, which is pretty good. And then so there's our 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I like the Starlit Mantle because it helps you, because it could help you save something. Do I like Metamize Prophecy? Is it too slow for this? Let's use Scry 2 again. There's would be a lot of Scry potential in this deck. And we've got one with the Stars, which again, good shutdown. 4-drop, but I think it's maybe better than a Chain to Memory. I think I have to take Thirst for Meaning. Just draw 3 cards, discard 2. Unless you've discarded Enchantment. That's really not actually what this deck's trying to do. I don't think I want to discard any of my enchantments. Not really. Maybe we don't play Thirst for Meaning. Maybe that's just not right in this deck. I think we have to put the Vexing Gull in. We need some cheaper creatures. We might even have to put this Riptide Turtle in. Again, just an early blocker. Naiad of Hidden Groves. Even though we're not trying to cast stuff on our opponent's turn, we do have the turtle, which we could put in for flash. If we put in the Naiad of Hidden Groves, that helps us cast stuff on our opponent's turn. Starlit Mantle has flash. So if our opponent tries to do something on their turn, tries to take out one of our creatures on their turn, like sorcery speed, and then it just gives a creature +1/+1. Do I take that, or do I take one with the stars? I maybe take both. A Starlit Mantle saves something. One with the stars shuts down an opponent's creature. That gets me up to 7 non-creatures, and then we could potentially do a Chain to Memory, which I like Metamized Prophecy, and I really want to play with it. That would be a fair bit of scry, right? Omen of the Sea, scries. Is that the only one I have, actually? Yeah, I think that's all I have so far. Unless I take Witness of Tomorrows also. I have 2 of those. I love the Metamized Prophecy. Scry 2 lets you draw 2 cards later. Like I said, unless something goes horribly wrong. I might play. I'm going to try it. And then, where are we with creatures, though? 11. That's not enough creatures. I don't know if this deck's going to work. I don't know if blue green is going to work. Sorry. I've only got Witness of Tomorrows, which is a 5-drop to take. I've got another Nylea's Forerunner. And I've got the Huntmaster. And I've got the Chimera, which, it's not bad, though. You play it for 3. It's a 4/1. And then if you get it, you get it later on as a 7/4. And we can give it Trample. That goes in. I think we have to take the Nylea's Huntmaster. Did we have 2 Nylea's? Oh, 2 Nylea's Forerunner. This curve is just way too high. Because then if we take the only other creature we've got, which is Witness of Tomorrows, this curve is not very good. We've got a ton of 5-drops, but we're trying to ramp to it. And we've got ways to draw cards. We could also throw in a Thirst for Meaning. How many lands do I have? 17 lands, 15, 8. That's 40. That's a 40-card deck right there. Again, I don't really want to discard an enchantment here. Unless I'm in trouble and I need to find a creature that I can play. Again, we've got 2 1-drop creatures. Like, we've got a fair bit of creatures, of stuff in the 2-drop slot, just not, like, this requires us to have a creature. I like the Caryatid. That we're not going to play early, very likely. I like the Turtle. I like the Omen. Lets you scry 2 draw cards. That's a good early play. So's the Prophecy. This could be enough early action going on to get us to our big creatures, at which point we would just beat down, but we could really get stuck against an aggressive deck. All right, I got to look at red here. Don't like Satyr's Cunning. Incendiary Oracle's decent. We've got a bunch of... See, that's why I think maybe we do go Gruul. Because I think we just get a better curve. We can also draw cards off Thrill of Possibility if we need to. And I think we just get a way better curve with Gruul. Whenever another creature becomes the target of an ability or land you control, named, so it has to be it, you may have... Oh, creature... Whenever another creature becomes the target of ability or a land... Okay, so you have to have the Labyrinth of Scophos, which I do. But I'm probably not going to play it. It's actually not bad. Add a colorless, pay 4, tap it, remove an attacking or blocking creature from combat. You know what? Maybe I do play that, honestly. Is that a trap? Do I want that? It's a pretty good ability. If you got nothing else to spend your mana on, that could just help you just blow out. I mean, you just take their biggest creature out of combat. Let's throw that in. Did that remove? Yeah, so that's 17. I just like all the card draw in blue and the pseudo removal in just being able to shut stuff down, but I think we can maybe get a better... I think card draw, though, wins games. I really do. Ugh. I think we get a better curve going on with Gruul, though. So Incendiary Oracle, if creature dealt damage, would die, exile instead. Okay, that's not bad. We put in Omer on the Forge for sure. We put in... Where are we at with creatures now? I don't want too many of those Oreads. We probably put in the Impending Doom. Yeah, Impending Doom's quite good. Irreverent Revelers I don't love. Stampede Rider, it's got trample, so you make it bigger. Beginning of each combat, if you control power 4 or greater, it gets +1/+1. We do have a bunch of creatures, power 4 or greater. I like it. Whenever you cast your first spell during each opponent's turn, put a 1/1 counter. That's quite good. Do we have stuff we can... Yeah, Omen of the Forge can be cast on opponent's turn. What else do we have? Any other... Do we have another instant speed stuff in this deck? Or is this just a suit? Nope, no, not right now. So I like Arena Trickster. I mean, if you get it once, that's not bad. But yeah, otherwise, we are not casting stuff on our opponent's turn. All right, where are we at right now? So we put in Scophos Maze Warden. That's a really good 4-drop. This Dreamshaper Shaman I feel like we have to play with. Not going to play with the Scophos War. I think we have to play Perforos Intervention. Intervention, is that what it's called? Yeah. And then... Here's the Revel's also very good, because all of our stuff... And that doesn't target a creature we control, but like everything else does, right? Yeah, we've got an enchantment. That does not. Enchantment. This also does not. So we've got a few things, though, that target creatures we control. How does the curve look? So I need a couple more. I think if like we add in 2 Oread of Mountain's Blaze... I like the Arena Trickster, but we're not trying to cast stuff on our opponent's turn, so otherwise it's just a 3/3 for 4, and we've only got one thing, right, we can cast on our opponent's turn. So, yeah, I literally don't have any instants. This is nuts. Huh. So that gets us to 40. I like the curve better. One of the Forge, discard a card, draw a card. You can just do that anytime if you really have to. If you're stuck, I like that. We have creatures power 4 or greater. We've got the Chimera there. You could trigger Scophos Maze Warden to give it +4 to trigger the Elysian Caryatid. Again, I really like the way blue looks, but I think this just curves way better. Do I want the Heroes of the Revel? as a 5-drop. Whenever you cast a spell that targets it, creatures you control get +1/+0 till end of turn. Is that better than other creatures you control have trample? Maybe we take out one Forerunner and put in a Heroes of the Revel. Just gives everything +1/+0. We've got 3 Huntmasters. I really like it though. Where X is your devotion to green, and our green's pretty good. Here's the Revel also has 4 power. What are we at? I'm at 35 minutes, so if I was playing in a real pre-release, I'd be running out of time here. I've got a deck, but I'm just not sure if I love it. Actually, I think I like it. I think it's got a decent curve. I think it'll play pretty well. Maybe a little slow, but it's better than the blue-green. Just not sure about this Heroes of the Revel. Creates a token. Creatures you control get +1/+0. It's expensive. Maybe I take out a Forerunner though and put in Heroes of the Revel. Like 2 5/3s that give your other creatures trample. I mean, that's pretty good. Obviously, if you get the boar out, that's really, really good. I'm going to try this. And see how this goes. Okay, so 10 and 12, yes. So we're probably going 8 and 8 with the Labyrinth of Scophos. Okay, I think I like this. I think I just like the curve. We've got some things that matter about creatures power 4 or greater. Nothing really just came together with the typical archetypes in here. Like, we just don't have enough to make, I don't think, to make Izzet cast stuff on your opponent's turn work. I don't think we have enough to really put together a strong Auras Matter. We have no Constellation. We don't have enough ways to create tokens. So I think we just do like a Gruul, hopefully beat down kind of a deck. And we've got a couple ways to ramp with the Caryatids. So let's try this. I was hoping to play one more of the established archetypes in this set, which this is a little bit. I mean, I think Gruul is probably the colors you want to be playing for a power 4 matters deck. So I guess this is one of the established archetypes, but I was hoping to play like a Constellation, Auras Matter, Enchantments Matter, maybe Graveyard Matters kind of a deck, but just didn't think I had enough going on really. Looks like we have an opponent. So, first game with Theros. Today is Friday, by the way. Today is, well, we've got a way to ramp. Okay, the Caryatid. We need to draw some stuff. This isn't very good. It's not a very good opening hand, but we've got decent mana. We've got the Caryatid. We need to draw some stuff, just straight up. We're going to try it. So let's do a forest to start. Sure. Today is Friday. I think it's January 17th. Yep, Friday, January 17th. Oh, we drew another land. Well, that'll help us to get to our big creatures. January 17th, pre-release day. So I am heading out later to play in Mischievous Chimera. Really good. Quite good. I might just want to take that down. X deals twice X damage to target creature or planeswalker. Do I just want to take that out right now? Whenever you cast your first spell during its opponent's turn, deals 1 damage to each opponent, you scry 1. Maybe not yet. I now have, with 2 Caryatids, I can play I can do 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could do the Dream Shaper Shaman next turn. So maybe I hold off, just play the Caryatid, and I could still actually take out the Mischievous Shaman. I can add 1, 2, so it deals twice X damage. So that would do 2 damage. I could just take it out now. I think I do. And then next turn get the Shaman out. X damage to target creature, planeswalker. So we cast it for 2, it does 2 damage. So value for X is 1. And we take out the Chimera, auto pay, boom. All right. I think that was the right play. We could have later just created a giant elemental with trampled to just pound our opponent for a whole bunch, but 3-2. Okay. Do we play the Labyrinth of Scophos now? It doesn't come in tapped. 1, 2. Again, we can play the Dream Shaper Shaman right away. Opponent's playing 3 colors. Wow. The Labyrinth of Scophos, yeah, would let us remove something from combat before we swing with the Shaman, so I like that. So we're going to do this, and we're going to do Dream Shaper Shaman. So at the beginning of your end step, you may pay 3, and again, and sack a non-land permanent. I actually forgot that it was pay 3 and sack a non-land permanent, but we've got these Caryatids, which at some point we've got 2 more mana in hand, so it might be worth it to search for more permanents by sacking one of those. In fact, I think it is definitely worth it to do. Opponent's not casting anything, so because obviously he's probably got a bunch of instants. It looks like he's playing an instance matter deck. So we're going to swing in with the Shaman. Opponent could have Pump Spell, could blow it out. Maybe we don't. He's got all his mana up. He could easily trade off and then unlock his Illyrios. I think maybe we hold off for now, maybe, and use this ability. I want to get this ability. So pay 3. It's beginning of end step, so it can't cast. Well, it goes to the battlefield anyway. So let's just auto pay, sack one of the Caryatids. We get Mantle of the Wolf. Attach Mantle of the Wolf. Attach Mantle of the Wolf. What to the Car? Sure. We'll get a 5/5 and a 5/4. Cool. And if it dies, we get 2. If it dies, we get 2 2/2 Green Wolf creature tokens, which is sweet. I think that was the right play. Better than swinging in with the Shaman and risking losing it. I like using it to get more stuff. And there's a Scophos Maze Warden, which is also pretty good. Whenever another creature becomes the target of an ability you control, you may have Scophos fight that creature. Whenever another creature becomes the target of an ability of a land you control, the target of an ability of a land you control. So this is kind of useless actually without the. We do have Scophos though. So we do have both pieces, which is pretty cool. I thought this was useful without Scophos, because I thought for some reason you could. Yeah, I don't know what I thought, but I think I was confused. So if we get Scophos in now. And we use this. Let's get, no, we don't want to do that. Pay 2, 3, 4. We don't want to use Labyrinth of Scophos. Let's get the Maze Warden in now, because we could remove a blocker from combat right away. And we could get it to fight this Reflection. See if our opponent has a counter here or something else to cast on our turn. Yeah, because we could Labyrinth. No, you got to pay 4 to tap to do it, so we can't do that right away. Either way, I think I'm just going to swing with the Elysian Caryatid, see what our opponent does. At least if I lose this, I get a couple 2/2s. Does he have a pump? Does he have something to do? He must. Put target enchantment on the bottom of its owner's library. That's a good way of dealing with, yeah, now I don't get the 2/2s. That's pretty good. Mystic Repeal. Yeah. So end turn. This triggers. I don't have 3 to pay, and I don't think I want to sacrifice anything anyway. Yeah, that sucks. Lost the enchantment and didn't get value for it, and lost the thing that I would have sacked. Opponent gets to scry. Fine. We're still in pretty good shape here, but need to draw some stuff. At least the Dream Shaper Shaman can help us. If we don't draw anything, it can help us next turn unless my opponent can remove it. So I think we're still in good shape. This is a little bit grindy. Ooh, Voracious Typhon. So if he escapes it, that's a problem. If he escapes it, that's a problem. Exile 4 other cards. Pay 7 and exile 4 other cards. So right now he's only got 3 other cards in his graveyard, but I would like to change that. He's only got 5 mana up, so at this point he's not really close to being able to do that. So we're going to go to my turn. Ooh, Impending Doom is nice. Attacks each combat. When it dies, deals 3 damage to that creature's controller. So that's pretty good. 1, 2, 3. So we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we can pay 3. I have to drop the land. I can still use. No, I can't do both. Because 1, 2, 3, I have to pay 4 and tap Labyrinth of Scophos. So do I want to put this on? Put this on the Maze Runner, Maze Warden. I think I want to put this on the Maze Warden. Let's do it. Can I still? Let's try. Yeah, I know it must attack, so we're going to go in with the Maze Warden. Can I still do that? If you tap it, can I still add mana? He's going to double block. Yeah. Can I do this? Just, no, hold on. I want to remove this, so I kill, although I want to kill the Typhon now. Right now he can't exile it, he can't bring it back. This also unlocks that. Yeah, let's do the Typhon. Oh yeah, I can't do both. No, I didn't think I could. So he's gonna double block. At least I kill both of them, and I've still got the Shaman up. Okay. Do 3 damage to me. Okay. Oh, a Nyxborn Colossus. Cool. I could play that, and I can still trigger this. So, and I'm not going to attack. So let's go 1, 2. Play this. We're not going to attack. Yes, we're going to do this. Sacrifice a non-land permanent. Actually, no. Do I want to? Gets it to the battlefield. Is that better than this? Yeah, let's try it. Oh, we got a 1/1 Moss Viper. Hey, that shuts down the Colossus, right? That's not terrible. Okay. This is a grindy game. And our opponent's... Oh, yeah, damn it. And he gets to scry. This is not looking good. Opponent's going to hit us for 6 here. There's nothing we can do about it. At least we can use the Labyrinth of Scophos from now on. It's not a bad card. Elite Instructor. That helps a bit. Now, Elite Instructor enters the battlefield. Target creature you control gets +X+. Whereas your Devotion to Green. Well, we'll have literally just one Devotion to Green. So, not super awesome. Again, we can't... Well, at least we drew something we can play. Sure, we're not going to do that, though. No... No, we're not going to do that either. We got a decent card out. Yeah, I feel like I might have made some mistakes here. Yeah, obviously opponent's going to swing. If he's got a way to pump, like I can double block. He can't kill both unless he's got a way to pump. And he's got 7 now, so now he can actually do this. He can exile 4 other cards, pay 7, and escape the Voracious Typhon. Not good. And he just has to have one pump, 1 removal, something. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world, but he's just going to escape this right now, which is pretty good. So I need to come up with something. I've got some big creatures in this deck. We're down to 24. Yeah, so there's the Typhon. Gets it out as a 7/7. I've got some good stuff and I've got some crappy stuff in this in this deck. Heroes of the Revel. Enters the battlefield. Okay, creates a 1/1 chump blocker. That does not have trample or anything. So gets me a chump blocker. Gets me a 4/4 also, so I can double block the Typhon. Yeah, let's just play it out. Buys me some time. No attack. Be really nice if I could draw my other snake, my other 1/1 Death Touch. If my opponent draws more gas here, I'm in trouble. I need to find a way to take out that Typhon. I don't have any just strict removal. I think my one... Oh, Constellation, cool. My one removal, again, I maybe should have saved the Perforos intervention till later, but... Oh, this thing can't block. I forgot about that. Ooh. Do I double? I think I have to. I can't take 7, so let's try and double block it. Like if my opponent drew something, a pump spell here. So now my opponent's got a bunch of 2 power. He's got small creatures, so if I draw something here. Oh, he can just keep doing that, though. I didn't even realize that. You can just keep doing that over and over. At least he can't do it this turn, but that's brutal. Hey, we drew an Incendiary Oracle. Yeah, if we can... Yeah, that would have been... That's a nice way to potentially take out the Voracious Typhon. I can only pump it once right now. Yeah, we're gonna lose this game. We are screwed. We are pretty screwed here, I think. Do I just take 6 here, see if I draw something good? Let's do it. We're going to lose this game. Hey, Moss Viper. Okay. Sure. And that'll let us kill the Typhon, potentially. Just get rid of it if he replays it on his next turn. Again, though, we need to block the other stuff, which is a problem. Oh, there's Omen of the Sea. Yeah, see, my opponent got some really good synergies with constellations and casting stuff on your opponent's turn. Why couldn't I have not a single constellation card in my pool? Not a single constellation card in my pool. Sucks this thing can't block. I thought I was going to get a chump blocker. I should probably just concede this game. I think I am going to lose. Oh, there's a 3/4 flyer. Cool. Gets +1/+1. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead here. Good game. I have not even done a single point of damage to my opponent. Sure, past the blockers. Yeah, we're gonna concede. That was disappointing. I thought I had a decent start, but maybe made a couple mistakes there. Opponent had quite a good deck, though. Let's take a look at this deck. See if there's anything else we can make work better. Now that we've run a game with it. Again, I do really like my... I mean, maybe I should be playing blue. Maybe I should be playing blue to just draw more cards, just for the card draw. Scry and draw cards. I really didn't like the curve, though. I thought it was just risky. Risky. Yeah, this deck just doesn't have a lot going on. Like, it just basically you're dependent on getting to these big creatures, and then if your opponent can just remove them, you're screwed, right? You know what? I'm going to try it. I feel like I was... Again, we're light on creatures with so we had what? Metamized Prophecy, the Turtle, the Omen of the Sea. We had Ichthyomorphosis. We had the Naiad. We had the Vexing Gull. I think we played one with the Stars as our last... Yeah, like this just has some really good ways to just shut down and scry and draw cards, which I like. So that's 13 creatures, so we need some more creatures. What did we have? Nothing else in green. Any creatures, anything that can make us creatures? Do we play the Nylea's Forerunner? We've got one. Maybe we play the Witness of Tomorrows. Maybe we take out the Nylea's Forerunner. Honestly, being able to give that boar trample, though, would just be ridiculous. If you could get both of those going on. Tough to get to, though. It's tough to get to. Maybe we want a 3/4 flyer. I thought we were able to get to like 15 creatures. It's just the curve was stupid high, right? Yeah, the curve was really high. Maybe we play the Thirst for Meaning since we're low on creatures. Helps us draw. We can discard something if we really need to find a creature, and it's cheaper. We throw in a Witness of Tomorrows. That gets us to 14 and 9. So what if we add in our lands now? What's our 10 and 12? So again, we'll put in 8. Yeah, I think we still have to run 17 lands in this deck. So that gets us to 40 right there. 14 creatures, 9 non-creatures. It's just this is light on creatures, man. Like, we could just get wrecked in the face pretty early if we come up against an aggressive deck. It's sealed, though. It's a little slower. Do we take out... No, Labyrinth of Scophos could do some work for us later on. I think we leave it. I want to try this. Just the curve for creatures is really bad. The curve for overall is okay. The curve for creatures is crap, though. We do have a lot of ways to stuff we can play early, though, in this deck. So we can play the Metamized Prophecy early regardless. We can play the Omen. Maybe the Starlit Mantle, as long as we have a creature out. Better to save something with it, though. Okay. Let's try this. I'm interested to try this. This is what I wanted to play originally, so we're going to give it a go. So now we are blue-green. Again, trying to ramp a little bit into our big creatures. Defend early on, and we have a bunch of ways to scry, draw cards, which I love, and ways to just shut down our opponent's creatures, which is fantastic. Okay. Network error. Come on. Don't give me this crap. We're still in queue, apparently. Come on, baby. Come on. Are we still in queue? Is this still good? Or should I just cancel just in case? Let's give it a bit longer. I don't want this to glitch out. That would be terrible. Maybe we cancel and hit start again. It is a flippin' Friday morning. I took today off work because I'm going to go play pre-release later. So, makes sense. Probably people with real jobs, unlike me, are actually working today. I'm going to hit cancel. Just that network error. Yeah, it's not even actually canceling. This sucks. I think my game is frozen. So I'm probably just going to have to shut this down. Okay, technical difficulty, hopefully resolved. Let's try this again. Network error, game froze, couldn't do anything, so I just had to shut it down. And looks like 7 second wait this time, we've got a game. So we changed it up. We're playing blue-green. I like this is better. This is way better than our opening hand the last game. So don't have a creature until turn 3, but we've got potentially 2 creatures on turn 3. So I don't mind this. I'm going to play with the Scophos first. Make our opponent just be like, he's reading it right now. What does that do? Hopefully. Hopefully. Oh, we draw another 3-drop creature, which is pretty solid. Play out the island. Can't do anything right now. Yeah, the Starlit Mantle flash lets us save something. Opponent's playing blue-black. Probably some graveyard matters. Ooh, we drew a Metamized Prophecy. I think I want to get some creatures out right now. As long as not your turn, spells you cost cost 1 less to cast. Do I want to play with the Prophecy right now? Scry 2 right away. Get this going right now? Or do I want to play out a creature? I'm fine to take 1 off the lamp pad a couple times. So do I need another land? Another land would be okay, but I don't need it. I will take it though. We'll take the Huntmaster first. I really don't need it. It doesn't really matter. I could take the land. That would let me play 2 drops next turn. Let's do that. Take the island, take the Huntmaster next, and keep them both on top. I'm cool with that. So, opponent's just got the lamp pad out. He can sack a creature. Okay, Illyrios Enraptured. Ping me for 1. Boom. So choose a card name. So what are we going to play On our next turn, we will not have enough to play the boar. Do we do Vexing Gull or the Loathsome Chimera? We play Island now. Yeah, let's do Island now. Vexing Gull. Let's do Naiad of Hidden Coves. We'll do the Vexing Gull, and then next turn we'll do Naiad of Hidden Coves. Sure. So, Vexing Gull. Right, we chose Naiad of Hidden Coves. So, opponent can swing in next turn with the Reflection and the Lampad. Gets his own flyer. Thaumaturge is familiar. He's only got one. Yeah, so he'd swing in with the Reflection. Yeah, I'm gonna take 3 here. I don't think I'll trade the Gull with it. No. No blocks. I'll take 3. Fine. And then, because next turn we get to draw 2 cards, right? Yeah, nothing he can do about that. Well, when we cast the Naiad, which is sweet. So, put the Naiad out. Boom. Draw 2 cards. I like that. Oh, 2 islands. Come on. I don't want 2 islands. At least we could play the Starlit Mantle now. If my opponent can potentially do something. We could block something, play the... Could have saved the Vexing Gull, actually. It did flash. I probably made a mistake casting that when I did. Just realized that. But opponent could swing in. We could do the Starlit Mantle. Or if he's got something to try to remove here. We put the Starlit Mantle on the Hidden Coves. We can take out the Reflection. Pass to attackers. He's gonna swing with the Reflection. At least if I block with the Naiad and he tries to do something to my Naiad, I can give it hexproof. If he can... Oh yeah, that only costs 1 too. Ah, come on, are you serious? Playing Memory Drain? That is a terrible card. But it worked. That's a terrible value counterspell, but hey, it worked. Is this his library? I have one of those. I don't know which one came from where. Which one was his and which one was mine? I hope mine was one of the stars. Okay, there we go. So he's got an island. That's good. And I have a 1 with the stars. So we can get this. No, we can't get the boar out yet. We don't have 2 green. Crazy. We've drawn a lot of islands. Exile 3 others. Do I have 3? I do. So I could get the Loathsome Chimera out. It could kill anything. The Huntmasters can also block anything. I think we get the Chimera out right now. Trades off with anything, and then we can escape it, which is nice. So Huntmaster's pretty good, but right now we don't want to... Not going to attack yet, so... Oh, come on. Are you serious? Oh, wow. Okay, so that's probably game over. Return target non-land permanent to its owner's hand. That player exiles a card from their hand. Wow. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Opponent's only got 1 mana up, so I could probably block this safely. I could also block Illyrios, and then next turn I can get the Chimera back as a much bigger creature, which I like. We could also potentially get the boar out. Did not, though. We can shut a creature down with the one with the stars, which is good. I think we just get the Loathsome Chimera out, though, as a big creature. So first I want to swing at... Opponent just blocks with the Thaumaturge. There's nothing I can do. So I can't really swing at Ashiok. Terrible. I should have actually shut down the flyer. Then I could have swung at Ashiok. I would not have been able to do the Loathsome Chimera, though. Just exile all 3. Sure. Not getting those back. So we get a 7/4. Be nice to give it... Or no, a 5. Oh, with 1/1/1 counter? How did I misread that? I misread that multiple times, didn't I? How did I did. I misread that multiple times. That card's not as good as I thought. For some reason I thought it came with... Why did I think exile 3 cards and it's a 1/1 counter? Okay. So next turn I think I probably need to... Exile... Oh, he exiles the top 2? Whenever this creature attacks or blocks, each opponent exiles the top 2 cards of their library. Ouch. So we lost a Forest, and a Witness of Tomorrow would have been really nice. Oh, man. Like, come on, Ashiok, are you kidding me? That's just ridiculous. Well, that could help us get the boar out. I think we go 1 with the stars. Shut down the flyer. Hit Ashiok with the Vexing Gull. Then we can still play out the Caryatid, which lets us play out Huntmasters and the boar. Yeah, okay. Exiles that. Go to combat. At least we keep Ashiok from getting the ultimate off, which is good. Nobody has reach. And then we can still get the Caryatid out. So we've got some gas here, but Ashiok is a big problem. Ashiok is a big problem. We need to draw. Are you kidding me? You're playing... Wow. Wow. 2 copies of Memory Drain. Literally like the worst counterspell. It counters anything, but you're main decking that? Wow. I guess it's best of 1. It works. Oh, sweet. An Agonizing Remorse. Cool. That's awesome. Well, I can't cast the Nessian Boar. I mean, should probably take that, but I can cast either of the Huntmasters. So, yeah. This is brutal. Like, as if I come up against an Ashiok. Well, this is going to happen. This is going to happen in pre-release. You're going to come up against someone who just has a ridiculous bomb. And what did he get this time? Ichthyo, great. Ichthyomorphosis. Yeah, could have used that. Could have used the Entrancing Lyre, too. Literally, I can't even block anything. Take 6. I can escape it again, so at least I could maybe keep blocking and keep escaping it. No, I only have 1 card in my graveyard right now, so that's not going to work. And I drew an island, exactly what I do not need. Just 100% what I do not need. I could use the Scophos. Can I do... I can't do everything I want to do. Might as well play the Huntmaster. Huntmaster blocks some stuff. Sure. Should I hit this thing? Can't block. I could trade off with it. Opponent otherwise hits me for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's pretty bad. I can't deal with Ashiok, man. Even if I hit it for 3 here. Yeah, I mean, Ashiok's just too good. I'm not going to beat Ashiok. I don't think. That was just a bomb. Better than any of my bombs. Way better than any of my bombs. Yep, there you go. That's game over. Yeah, I guess I gotta exile something. Sure. Good game. Opponent just swings. Yeah, I forgot Ashiok could do that. Well, and I didn't think he would. Yeah, makes sense, because that just wins you the game. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, good game. Oh, brutal, man. Ashiok just... That would have been a good game if it weren't for Ashiok. I think we would have done fine. Just, like, you gotta be kidding me. Just really, really good. I'm playing this again. I'm not making any changes. I think this deck is fine. Just came up against an Ashiok. We're trying it again. Come on. Please get one win here so I can post this video. Don't get completely embarrassed. This was kind of, yeah, like I thought this pool was pretty good. Maybe I let myself get too drawn into green with the cards, with those 2 big bombs, the boar and the wolf enchantment thing. Because, I mean, those are really, really good cards. Maybe I let myself get sucked into green, but I didn't really like any of my other colors that much. As I liked blue. Red was okay, but I didn't like black or white, really. So this is okay. This is a pretty good starting hand. Turn 1 Moss Viper. Turn 2 maybe Omen so that we can scry and draw a card. We've also got Warbriar Blessing, which could help us take something down with the Viper. Actually, like that. That could help us just take down a big creature later on, or take out something with 2 toughness, and the Viper survives, and then is a 1/3 death touch, which I like. So we're just waiting on our opponent to decide if he's going to keep his opening hand or not, or her. I think we probably go, like, if we don't draw another land, we probably go turn 2 Omen of the Seas. I mean, we're not going to use the Starlit Mantle or the Warbriar Blessing right away, probably. So I think at this point, turn 1 Moss Viper, turn 2 Omen of the Sea. My opponent is thinking really hard. Did he time out, get disconnected, network issues like I had? Holy moly. This can't be that tough a decision. I mean, you got lands and spells or you don't. It's one or the other. Okay, there we go. So, Moss Viper. Your turn. Try to make it a little faster this time, please. Okay, plays a forest. So, boom. Omen of the Sea for sure. Scry 2, draw a card. I need a land. Nylea's Huntmaster's also not bad. I've got stuff I can play. Yeah, I need the land, so attack with the Viper. And next turn I can get the Entrancing Lyre out, which is quite nice. opponent. Oh, Wings of Hubris. Equipped creature has flying. Not bad. You can give something big flying. That's quite nice. So, I don't want to make... I don't know. I got to get the Briar out. I could just... What, I scry another 2 off the Omen of the Sea? I think I get the Lyre out right now, though. Yeah, let's get the Lyre out. Then I've got some options. I can Omen of the Sea for 3. I can Entrancing Lyre for whatever. For any amount, potentially. 3 color. This is the second person I've seen playing 3 color, which is not super easy in this set. There's not a lot of fixing. There's some, but not a lot. And this really isn't... Playing a flash spell. Search your library for basic land. Okay. And then, oh, that's the green Omen. Yeah, so... search your library for basic land. That helps you fix. So there you go. That's fixing in green. Green also has the creature that I'm running, which helps you... which helps. So, man, I drew a card I cannot play. I think I want to sack this and scry at this point. I mean, honestly. Another creature I could play would be nice. Yeah, I think I don't cast anything this turn. I could do that on my opponent's turn, or if I need the Starlit Mantle maybe to save my Moss Viper. Paying 2 to save my 1-drop is like... But if I need to save it, I can. There we go. Underworld Ragehound. Attacks each combat if able. And I could shut it down with the Entrancing Lyre. Oh, you can give it flying. I could just shut it down right now. Which I think I do pay X tap with creature with power X or less. So yeah, we're going to do this. 3, pay 3, shut it down, auto pay, just shut down the Underworld Ragehound, untap it, no, and we drew a land, sweet, so we can do, we do the Huntmaster, so our Devotion to Green is not very high. We could increase it a bit with the Warbriar's Blessing, but I think we just play out the Huntmaster, hit our opponent for 2. I like that idea. Opponent's only got 1 red up. There's not much he could do. He can sack the Amulet is really the only thing he can do, I think. So we're swinging with the Viper. Oh, it was 3. Yeah, I forgot the Viper has his green, so we swing for 3, not 2. That's a very good vehicle, the Thundering Chariot. And I think, can he? No, it's tapped down. He has to tap to crew, right? Yeah, he's got to tap to crew, so he cannot crew it, which is sweet. So I'm just gonna leave that Underworld Ragehound tapped down. Decline. Thank you. And we drew another land, which is sweet. So don't need the Starlit Mantle, don't need any of this really. We just swing and then we drop our Witness of Tomorrows. So we're in good shape here so far. This is good. This is easily our best game yet. I think we're gonna get there in this game. We've got ways to remove another creature if my opponent gets another creature out, which he did. That'll let him crew the Thundering Chariot. And he can search his library for an aura. Warbriar Blessing. Yep, pretty good. But if we shut down... And that Warbriar Blessing, he could do that with potentially like crew the Chariot. You could actually do that right now. Crew the Chariot, swing with it, crew the Chariot, and use the Warbriar Blessing to take down my Witness of Tomorrow. So he could do that right now. No, because he's got a crew. No, he crews at sorcery speed. He can crew anytime, right? So he can crew. Not going to do that, though. Going to create some 1/1s. And this is, okay, this is the White Omen, so he can sack it to scry 2. He's going to put the flyer, he's going to make the token a flyer. Not going to attack though. So, Entrancing Lyre, do I want to untap it? No, I'll keep the Rage Hound tapped down. Labyrinth of Scorphos is actually kind of a nice draw. Enchant creature or enchantment. Enchanted permanent is an enchantment and loses all other types. Can we enchant creature enchantments? So can we enchant the Chariot when he goes to crew it? Can we do that? Is what I want to know. Well, I think we swing in with the Witness of Tomorrows. He probably just blocks. Yeah, probably just blocks there. So loses a flyer. We can get the Labyrinth out. This I can only do if he crews to block on my turn, which I think next turn I could make him do. I also have my own Warbriar Blessing, so I could take down... I could potentially take down a Thundering Chariot. Again, he's got a crew on my turn, though. And One with the Stars, I think I can... Yeah, I think I could enchant it when it's a creature, and then just turn it into an enchantment, and it's no longer a vehicle. I think I just skip my turn here. Just say end turn. I can do the Omen of the Sea on my opponent's turn, and I can do Starlit Mantle on my opponent's turn, which could help if he tries to use the Warbriar Blessing. I would not kill the Thundering Chariot unless he goes after this Nylea's Huntmaster. He'd have to crew it, then cast Warbriar Blessing, give it +0/+2. It would be a 3/5. Ooh, target creature gets +3/+2 until end of turn. It is a 4/4. And it fights again, so he's going to fight a creature. Oh, it's a 4/6. Yeah, I can't... Wait, if I put the Starlit Mantle on it, it gets hexproof. Means it can't be the target, and it fights up to one target creature. I think this works. I hope so. He's already targeted it, but that makes it an invalid target, does it not? Yes! Yes, it does. Sweet! Okay, so I basically negate that, which is cool. That's awesome. He could put the wings on it. Yep, which makes it a 4/6 flyer. He can swing in with that now. I can shut it down. I can shut it down with One of the Stars next turn. And I get to scry. It doesn't tap, so we're definitely going to just scry here. Yes. Sack it, scry 2. What do we come up with? Oh, Ichthyomorphosis. Beautiful. Yes. Thank you. Untap it. Yeah, you know what? I could shut down Heliod's Pilgrim now for 1. And then the Underworld Ragehound attacks for 3/1. He can escape. It becomes a 4/2 if he escapes it. He's got to exile 3 others. He's only got 2 right now. Let's do it. Let's untap it. Okay. So I think we go... I think we pay 1. Tap this down. I can also just use the Labyrinth to remove something from combat anytime I want. Also, I can take down... I could just take down the Heliod's Pilgrim. Right? Yes. Yeah. So enchant... Target a creature you control. And I can fight the Heliod's Pilgrim. Target creature you don't control. 4/7. Take that down. Get a 2-for-1 with the Blessing. He keeps the wings, but that puts us in pretty good shape. And now I could tap down the Ragehound again. So he could... I think I want to suck him into crewing, I think. The Thundering Chariot. He's not going to do it, so we swing with the Huntmaster, we swing with the Witness of Tomorrows. He could crew again, right? He could, yeah, but he can only get one flyer if he, or not crew, he could equip. He could equip and chump block, right? Oh, he's going to crew the Thundering Chariot, cool. So he's got a 3/3. I could do this anytime though, I could tap down. Tap target creature, power X or less, before he even declares blockers, and hit him for 8. Yeah, we're going to do that. 1, 2, 3, pay 3, target that, auto pay. And it's a creature now. Will it stay tapped down? It won't stay a creature, though. So it's not going to stay a creature at the after the end of this turn, so I don't think it stays tapped down because it's target creature, tap target creature power X or less. It doesn't untap during its controller's on-tap step for as long as you control enchanting. As long as opponent's acts conceded anyway. Okay, we got a victory. Yes, victory. That was pretty good. That was a good game. That was fun. Okay. We're at 1 win. We were 1-2. Good. That was another kind of grindy game. That was fun though. That was fun. I had fun. See if we could do this again. Bop Zapper. Let's do this. Bop Zapper. I like this opening hand again. We got a Moss Viper. Metamize Prophecy will help on turn 2. Let's keep it. We get to go first. This isn't bad. We've got a Loathsome Chimera. So we've got 1, 2, 3, and 4 drop plays potentially. Turn 4, I mean. So I like this. Opponent didn't play anything, which is I like. So we swing with the Viper. Drop the Prophecy. Scry 2. Yeah. I like both of these, kinda. Do I need... No, I don't need the Labyrinth. You know what? Let's keep that on the bottom. Keep the Starlit Mantle on top. I don't need another land right now. So... Ooh, Caryatid. Okay, so opponent's playing similar deck to what I was playing before. Gonna ramp... No, we gotta go... I guess we gotta name the... We name the Chimera, then we literally don't do anything this turn because we can't cast it until next turn. And there's no point in casting the Mantle or... Yeah, that kind of sucks. That's where this card... Because then I can't do anything this turn, right? Yeah, if I want to draw 2 cards... Like, I could say 1 with the stars, but then I'm... Well, my opponent does have a creature, so I could throw... I'm assuming he's going to play another creature next turn. Maybe I just do the Loathsome Chimera, though. Because then if I name that, my opponent should know not to... I think I can't swing either. Yeah, we'll just keep the Mantle. Could potentially play it on our opponent's turn. I doubt he's going to try and remove the Moss Viper. You never know. You never know. Drops a Swamp. Another 3-color. Like, crazy. Farika's Spawn. Good card. Escapes with 2 1/1 counters. Well, we've got a Death Toucher though. So now we need to cast the Loathsome Chimera. Draw 2 cards. Not bad. Not bad. No attacks. Okay. It's pretty well even game so far, I would say. Oh wow, are you serious? Wrap in Flames? I didn't even know that was a thing in this. Wow. Oh wow. Okay. Done. Do I have a... No, I have an island. He's a Moss Viper. Really? Okay, that's fine. Well, I can get the... Do I play the one with the stars on the Pharika's spawn? It shuts it down. So I like that idea. Then he's stuck with just a 1/1. So he's just got... Yeah. That's a good way to shut that down. I like that. I like that play. So I've got 3 cards, so I can escape the Chimera. Again, it's only a 5/2, so not as good as I thought it was. Again. Ooh, Entrancing Liar. Nice. I have one of those. Yeah, that's quite good. That's quite good. That is quite good. I got 6 out, so I can do a Caryatid and a Huntmaster. Ugh. He just shuts down the... Well, I can... Creature gains hexproof, but he can try that. He can do this multiple times. He can do that multiple. He just does it again next turn. That's such a fantastic card. Let's just do... Can't I escape this? Exile 3 other cards from your graveyard. Pay 5. Why can't I do this? I've got 3 cards in my graveyard, right? Weird. Okay, well, let's cast this. Why can't I do that? I've got 3 cards in my graveyard. Is there a reason I cannot? Let's play... No, oh, I guess I have to go all 4. Damn it. I should have maybe not. Yeah, that Entrancing Liar, man. That's really good. So why couldn't I cast the... Really? Okay. That's fine. I would untap... I mean, unless he's got nothing else to play. Yeah, he untapped the Liar, so we can shut down the Huntmaster. Not sure why he did that on the Caryatid at all, but kept me from playing another potential, another 1/1. Well, no, because it had Summoning Sickness. I could not have done anything with it. There was nothing I could have done. But I guess he didn't have enough to shut down the Huntmaster, so it gets rid of a blocker. So there's that. Yeah, he might as well swing with the Viper. I'm not going to block that, obviously. He doesn't have enough to tap down the Huntmaster, so that's not terrible. We can play the Witness of Tomorrows. Again, I cannot figure out. I've got 3 cards in... Is this exiled? Did this... No. Oh, it's not in my graveyard. Yeah. Oh, I have to have 3 others. Okay. I'm an idiot. Why can't I cast this? Because I have to have 3 other cards in my graveyard. And currently I do not. So that makes sense. Let's play the Witness of Tomorrows. If I get the Forest out, I can give something hexproof. So we're going to do that. We're going to keep the Starlit Mantle available. I could have done it anyway with the Caryatid. So he could use the Lyre right now, shut down the... Oh, that's pretty good too. So exile target creature, right? So I think I just do this right now. Save the Witness of Tomorrows. Save the Witness, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yep. Give it +1/+1. So now he's got to pay more to shut it down with the Entrancing Lyre. So that gets hexproof. So he still does 1 damage to the Caryatid, and he cannot exile. So this is good, because now our opponent's got a 4/2, but he's got to pay. I can kill it with either of my creatures. He could pay for it and shut one of them down easily with the... And he's going to do the Witness of Tomorrows, because the Witness of Tomorrows could block the Manticore and not trade. So obviously pay for, shut down the Witness of Tomorrows, and just keep it tapped. So that's pretty good. I now have enough in my library. Oh, I should have traded off there actually, but we're just going to exile this. Yeah, we're going to do all 3. I should have traded off. I was going to trade with the Huntmaster, but I think the Loathsome Chimera would be better, actually. So, no attack, end turn. I can trade off with both his creatures now. I really don't want to trade off. He kept whatever it is in hand. I'm gonna do it. Trade with both of them. So now he's literally got a 1/1. Ah, come on. Drew another. Ah, and I'm drawn dead. Seriously? I can scry. I should have done that on last turn. Warbriar Blessing. I can cast that on my thing, can I? Yeah, I think I can. I can cast that on this to make it fight. Right? Even though it's tapped, I can still make it fight. I believe so. So, opponent's going to hit me for 5 here, though. And if he draws something else, if he draws more gas, of course I draw lands. That's just the story of my life. Story of my life. Draw lands, and opponents just draw gas. Every time. Literally every time I play this game. It is just no exception. Yeah, that's game over, actually, because I cannot kill both. That is brutal. Creature you control. Sure. Boom. Still, I am screwed, though. Yep. Game over. Good game. Brutal, man. Opponent just outdrew me. That's it. Look at all these lands. Oh, Impending Doom. Nice. 3-color deck. Really nice. Well, that was really terrible. This was not a very good, sealed. Not a very good sealed event. Not a very good couple of games for me. Brutal. 1 win. Did I even get any gems for that? What do I get? I paid 1,500. Brutal. And got 400. And 3 packs. That's rough. Let's crack these packs as a consolation prize. Stinging Lionfish. Oh, we got a Perforos Intervention. We got 2 of those now. What else we got? Shimmerwing Chimera, 1 with the stars. We have 2 Nessian Boars now. Not that I want 2 Nessian Boars for anything other than limited, but sure. And a Shadow Spear, Trample Lifelink. Permanents lose hexproof and indestructible. Okay, that's an interesting card. Don't know if I can do anything with that. Well, guys, that was terrible. That was not a very good. I think I honestly think I had a pretty weak pool. I just didn't have any clear synergies with no constellation cards, didn't have enough to get there with tokens and using heroic to buff them, didn't have enough enchantment or enchantments matter, didn't have enough I maybe had, but maybe could have done something more with trying to escape, but like I thought that was weak too. Honestly, I just thought it was a weak pool. And I tried 2 different decks, and neither of them worked that well. Maybe should have stuck with Gruul, but let me know what you guys think. I'm going to post this video, and I'm going to go play the real pre-release in person this evening, 6 o'clock, and hopefully I do a little bit better than that. Hopefully I have a better pool. So let me know what you guys think. Hotfire MTG, please hit like, please hit subscribe. We're also going to come at you with a box opening. We're going to do a booster box opening of Theros Beyond Death. We're going to do that later. So check that out. Please, please, please. That should be good. I think the last 2 boxes we've opened, we've had 3 foil rares. So hopefully that trend continues. Anyways, guys, Hotfire MTG, please hit like, please hit subscribe. We really appreciate it. Later.